So let's talk about the convenience of diesel air heaters.
Did you film that?
When you're going to be going into the mountains, the ability to adapt has always been an asset to everything. The reason why we use diesel air heaters on all of our vans is because not only is it convenient, it's efficient, but it's also safe. It's convenient because instead of the propane heaters that you typically find in a lot of RVs, propane heaters are not only inconvenient because you have to lug a huge a propane tank. You can feel the difference. Diesel air heaters are going to have a much cleaner air feeling, and you're going to be able to breathe a lot better. And not only that, but it feeds off of the same diesel tank that you use to fill your car. So as for efficiency, diesel air heaters are by far unparalleled. Some people like to use the heating element of a Coleman Mach 10, which is very common in a lot of vans. You don't really want to use that because it consumes even more power than if you were to use just regular AC. And it could drain your power ridiculously, even with the 1100 amp hours. Not only is the diesel air heater going to use a minuscule amount of electricity to power, but it is also going to use about a quarter gallon of diesel for every 8 hours of use. So pretty much the entire night that you're going to be sleeping, you're going to be covered. It is around 30 degrees and dropping. And right now we actually have the diesel air heater on right now. And it is really, really nice and toasty. The reason why we put the diesel air heater under the passenger seat was because not only is it where the living space is, but it's also where we would put our natural chimney for the diesel exhaust.
Normally we have the exhaust pipe from the diesel heater coming out from the side of the van. We've discovered that about 10% of the time we smell some fumes inside the van. When the exhaust is placed on the side of the van, depending on the direction of the breeze. So if the breeze is blowing towards the van, the exhaust actually gets underneath the cavity of the drive shaft. So as a result, you get like carbon monoxide building inside the cavity that eventually seeps through the van. We came out with a solution. By placing the exhaust pipe in the wheel well, the hot air actually rises through the wheel well section here, because this part is higher than the cavity of the drive shaft. No matter the direction of the breeze, even the breeze is blowing towards the van, the fume gets collected over here in the wheel well and eventually exhaust out like a chimney. The van is pointing down. That way the water doesn't get in. Let's say you hit a puddle of water, the water doesn't get in. If it does get in, we have drain hose underneath that drains out any water that gets splashed into the exhaust pipe. And that is like 50 years of camping experience using the different campers.
Now that we've finished the summary of our diesel air heating system, why don't we move on to the cooling system in our next video in our link below.